Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Relationship Talk. Today, we are still focusing on money matters. In our previous episode, we talked about how couples ought to save their money or how they choose to save. We talked about three steps. And in today's episode, we are talking about some money behavior that must be watched out for. So, talking about there are some money habits that has been formed over the years as a child, based on family background, based on society where we live in. Before you say I do, you need to take your time and discuss with your partner. What behavior do they exhibit about money that you might not be okay with or that you can cope with? It's a serious discussion that must be considered. It must be considered. Welcome to my channel. This is Adetife Babafemi. On this channel, we talk about relationship and marriage matters. Questions, discussions that need to be considered before saying I do. So, today, like I said, we're focusing on behavior that must be talked about as an intending couple. So, you know, most people think about money as a boring spreadsheet. But today, we're talking about the behavior that signal deeper issues, which is a pointer to stop and have a conversation. Beyond the boring spreadsheet, first of all, when you discover that your partner shuts down or they try to avoid discussion whenever you talk about money, then it's time to talk about it. You know, they don't want to just hear anything about money. They feel it's their private matter. But one thing you should know is that if your partner can't talk about it now, then they might not be able to handle it later. So please take a stop, take a pause on all the wedding preparation and do what? Talk about it. Discuss it and iron it out. And also, you should know that when your partner begins to hide purchases, when they have a secret ATM that they don't want you to know about, or they lie about how much they have saved, hmm, then you should know that's a sign of financial infidelity. And it must be avoided because trust is a currency in marriage and you don't want to start on deficit. What am I trying to say? If your partner is exhibiting any of this, they are making purchases they cannot be proud of. They are buying things they can't boldly declare to you. Then you make a discovery. Don't fight about it. Just sit your partner down and talk about it. Yes, it is important. It's a red flag, but you need to talk about it. And also, when your partner is not earning, but they want to have champagne tastes on water budget. Oh my, that's wanting to live extravagant when you know your budget, your purse is very, very slim. You need to call your partner one on one and have this conversation. Can they change? Are they ready to change? You need to really talk about it. So, when you talk about this, You have to sort out whatever it is you have discovered and make a decision. What if he or she is not ready to change? Are you ready to live with it? Are you ready to deal a lifetime with such discovery you just made recently? You need to talk about it. You need to discuss it. Because, as we know, money is an important issue in marriage that causes conflict a lot. Yes, married couples, they have arguments day in, day out when they discover their partner is hiding their account balance, when their partner is hiding receipt of purchase, when their partner is not being truthful about their debts, when your partner is not coming out straight about their financial status. So before you go down the highs with your partner, make sure you trash out that money matter. Also, you need to have a discussion about your partner's belief and value about money. Yes, for example, you have to ask question. My husband to be or my wife to be, what do you see about saving and spending? Talk about it. Or as I am, I love to save. I rather save than go ahead and purchase something I don't need for now. Or, oh, I'm a spender. Whatever I need now, I must get it. And then I can save later. You need to talk about it. You need to talk about it so that you don't have an issue in the future about saving. Also, you have to know what habits do you have or what's your thoughts towards helping others. I mean, when you see, when you have money, do you see it as, oh, it is my time to be on my own? I'm not relying on anybody. I'm not depending on anybody. I am self sufficient. Or you see it as, oh, now that I have money, I have to be supportive to my family members, to the people around me. What is your view on this? It is important because times will come when family might need help. Times will come when neighbors might need help financially. How will you handle it when it is time? Also, you have to ask, does a partner love investing or they prefer their money to sleep and wake up in their account, in their bank account? Discuss it because you know that investing is risky. It can bring high return and also it can lead to loss. So, what is your partner's take on investing and saving? Also, do they want to open up about all it is that they have financially, or they don't even want to mention it? Like we discussed, their heart still just flare up anytime you talk about money. So, I want you to know that all this can be a red flag, but you know what? You don't have to run yet. It's not time to run. It is time to take a pause and have a discussion. It is time to take a stop and talk it out. Be open minded. Express yourself. Okay, this is my stand on saving money. No, this is my stand on spending money. Talk about your habits, talk about your partner's habit as well. Okay, one thing you should know is that as we all grew up from different backgrounds, we all have different habits to money, but we need to arrive at a common ground because when you are getting married, one thing you should notice is that you are not just marrying the love of your life, but what you are marrying their financial habits. you are marrying their financial life. And if they are not opening up enough for you to know about their financial life, then secrecy in marriage might not be too good for you. So, with all these that have been mentioned, I hope you can share this video to intending couples so that they can learn and discuss. And let me know in the comments which of these is a very big deal breaker to you that you can't tolerate in marriage. Like myself, you have to be transparent about your finances. Right before we got married, we talked about how we wanted to save. We had a discussion about joint accounts. His stand, my stand, and then we had a common ground. So every purchases I make, he's aware of it. So every purchase he's making, he's also aware of it. So tell me, even when challenges come, we know our stand because what we are not hiding anything. Someone you want to spend the rest of your life with, you have to open up. Be free to talk about everything and anything. So I hope you have been able to learn one or two things. And till I come your way again, I hope you stay safe out there. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be right there to answer your questions, and you can reach out for any form of inquiry. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.